Hi! So I wanted to make a video that I have watched others make, and that is the 25 facts about me. I like it because it gives an insight into who the person is and the history and especially the reading history and reading taste and reading habits of a person. So I jump right into it. Fact number 1 is that I don't remember when I learned how to read. For me, it's like I've always done it, but I know that I could read pretty well when I started at school. The second fact is that I think one of the first bigger books I read was Tarzan of the Apes by Edgar Rice Burroughs. And fact number 3, this is because my mom used to read books to us when we were small, and then I read them again for myself later. Fact number 4 is that I read the Narnia series for the first time when I was 8 years old, and then for the second time when I was 14, and then for the third time when I was 20 years old. Fact number 5, other series I read as a kid was the Bobbsey Twins by Laura Lee Hope and the Hardy Boys series by Franklin Dixon. Fact number 6 is that I read Sophie's World when I was 14 years old in 3 days. And even though it's fiction, it was one of the books that influenced my journey into non-fiction, because it's about philosophy and about this girl who goes on a journey back in time to discover the philosophers. And that leads us to fact number 7, and that is that I lost my main interest in reading fiction about when I was 16 years old. I think I read mostly fiction up to that date, but then I discovered non-fiction, and since then I mostly read non-fiction. Fact number 8, I have never read the Harry Potter series, neither have I ever read any other of the popular young adult series of today, and that is probably because I'm a little bit too old. Fact number 9, I dog-ear my books. That is because of 2 things. The first one is that I don't have to have a bookmark lying around, and the second thing is that bookmarks fall off, but dog ears, they are forever. Fact number 10, that is that I am multilingual. I started off reading books in Finnish when I was little, then I went over to Swedish when I started school, and then Norwegian when we moved to Norway, and now I mostly read books in English. And that leads to fact number 11. That is that my mother used to give us money for reading books in Finnish when we moved to Norway, so that we could keep up the language. And fact number 12 is that I used to read a lot while commuting, and that includes walking. Fact number 13, I read multiple books at a time, usually 4 or 5 books. Fact number 14 is that even though I own most of the books that I have read, I still own more than double of the books that I have read. And that is because I love to have books present when I finish with one book. I like to have the next one close by, instead of having to order a book and wait for it for a long time to start to read it. Fact number 15 is that I try to get into books of the same theme. And that is so that I can get a deep dive into a topic. And fact number 16, I have read the whole Bible, I have read the whole Quran, and I have even read the Book of Mormon. Fact number 17 is that for every book I've read, I have seen about 5 movies. So I don't know if that makes me a great reader or just a big movie buff. Fact number 18 is that by far the most books I've read in a year is 182, and that was last year. And that goes to fact number 19, that I managed to read 31 books in 31 days last October. That is October 2015. Fact number 20 is that I love the feeling when I recognize the ideas of a book because I have read the same sources that the author has read. This makes me feel a little bit smart and a little bit educated. Then it's fact 21, and that is that I usually buy books in chunks of about 20 or 25 because I order them online, and I do that because the customs tax to Norway on books is free. Fact number 22 is that I am really bad at reading a book together with someone else, like a bid read, a readathon, or even a Bible study, because I need to be able to read a book on my own pace and of the time of my choosing. And that is probably because I read a little bit more than most usually, and I read faster maybe, and I have my own ideas of what to read next, so I don't like others to expect me to read something. Fact number 23 is that I have worked part-time in a bookstore before. Fact number 24, the first thing I check out when I visit people is their bookshelves. Of course, because show me what you read and I will tell you who you are. And then fact number 25 is that I like to have read the book before I see the movie. So sometimes I do it and sometimes not, but I like to have an idea about the real story behind the movie before I see the movie. And that was all of the 25 facts about me that I could share on this moment. I hope you learned something new about me, and I'll see you next time.